the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Packers and the Pats, and it's coming up next.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Green Bay Packers. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week: 22 carries, 118 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridges. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The give is to Jones, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Bridges. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Bridges. Throw left side, complete to QT. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Bridges. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bridges. Open man is QT, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, Bridges. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Barmore make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Bridges gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Bridges. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Bridges. And the grab by Croft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now this defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guy.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Now they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the Packer 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Bridges. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Uses the stiff, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go!
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Bridges. Slant to Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bridges. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. On 3rd and 2. Bridges. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. New England's offense set to go. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Jackson on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
On second down, it's Harris. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start in the NFC East. This one all...
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Again, it's Harris on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, react.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Bridges. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Christian Barmore in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Now a first carry for their fullback. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Jackson looking to throw on third. Over the middle to Smith. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Jackson on first down. A dump off now to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Webb. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. To throw again is Jackson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And Jackson throwing once more. It's brought in by Harris. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and 2, Bridges firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. in search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, Bridges. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Christian Barmore has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridges. And the grab by Croft. And out of bounds right around the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bridges. This ball complete to Reagor. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down the distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 33. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. Smith has it.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip, tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bridges. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Bridges setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. 4
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So the Packers down on the scoreboard. 1:45 to play. Touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4th. They'll run with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one